Point of no return. Welcome back, man. We know too much. We've seen too much. We've been through too much. We are experiencing way too much. God to reveal himself to us over and over again for us to go back to the way we used to be, the way we used to think, react, and respond to life, man. It's your Holy Ghost homeboy Slim, SLIMM, simply living in my moment, which means yesterday is gone. Tomorrow's never promised. All you have is right now, this moment, and I hope you fully living in yours because I'm fully living in mine, man. Just back with another quick word, man. That secondhand hate could be harmful, but be ye not afraid, man. It's a lot of people that don't like you, one, because you love. They don't like you because they can't manipulate you, trick you, overtake you, conquer you, beat you. You know what I'm saying? Bully you out your spot, take your stuff, push you around, belittle you. They can't do none of that. So automatically they not gonna like you. You know what I'm saying? And then you selective over who you share your energy, your time, your effort, your love, your light with. So when they see you choosing to speak to other people and choosing to smile and be an actual person with other people because they're actual people with you, then that make them feel some type of way too, because you got to think inside these people's head, they living in a whole different world. They think that they are important. They think that they are somebody. They think that people should bow down to them. People should kiss their butts. People should shake and fear and quiver when they hear their name mentioned and all these type of things that are unrealistic, man. When you truly, truly believe in God and you truly, truly follow and you are a practitioner of the faith, you don't fear nothing to nobody. And again, we don't even fear God because we know we're doing exactly what we're supposed to be in order to continue to receive this favor and receive these blessings, receive this grace, receive this mercy, receive this forgiveness, receive all these things that are available to everybody, but not everybody chooses to exercise their right to get closer to God and take this walk of faith and get on this journey and really be renewed, restored, and released into this world as a new creature. So when people see you, that you focus and they can't knock you off your square and you can't be intimidated, boy, if they can't get to you, they gonna do the next best thing, talk about you. So what they doing is they talking about you to a lot of people, and the way that they talk about you, even though that they don't like you, even though they want to do harm to you, even though they want to shut you up and maybe even eliminate you, they're afraid to. So when they're speaking on your name, it sounds like they, you know what I'm saying, they woofing. I woulda, I coulda, I wish, I shoulda. It's a bunch of that next time and all this. But the people that's listening to them, because these are people that need these manipulators, you know what I'm saying? So they listening to these people because they done did a favor for them, they done looked out for them, they done gave them a job, you know what I'm saying? They done threw some plays their way, so they feel they have to be loyal to this person who's only an opportunist, who's only a master manipulator. So they're listening to these people talk about you, and they're so loyal to these people that they hate you for no reason. They begin to have disdain and jealousy and envy and anger in their heart because they're listening to how other people feel about you. You know what I'm saying? And they take on those female-like qualities and characteristics when you're unable to think like yourself and you're unable to separate yourself from the path. You want to go with the crowd. You want to go with the rest of the sheep. So you're going to bad like the rest of the sheep, you feel me? Because you don't want to get singled out. You don't want to get pointed out. Because you look at how hard it is for me. Go through conflict, go through opposition, go through these things on a daily basis. So a person will get tired of being confronted with life and be tired of just all the opposition and all the defiance that you get when you're trying to do the right thing. But as a chosen one, you don't get tired, bro. And they see this. And your faith is wearing them down. Your positivity is wearing them down. Your strength is wearing them down. Your power is wearing them down. So they have recruited minions, YNs, these little things that's on demon time. So whenever these things say they're on demon time, you got to understand they're not even smart enough to realize that they're being used and manipulated. So these are not your competition. These are not your enemy unless they physically become in your way or they become a threat or a liability to your livelihood. Then that's when God gives you permission to do what you got to do. But other than that, they just minions. They just talking. They just saying everything that the little so-called boss can't say. They just trying to do everything that the little boss can't do. So it's a lot of people that want this false control and this false power, and because they have the upper hands in other situations in their life, they literally got people offering their heart, offering their soul, offering their mind, offering their services to crash out and commit these crimes and do all these things, while this master manipulator just moves on to the next crash out, the next dummy, the next teen that say he's on demon time. That's why I say they not smart at all. They don't know that they're being used. So you're going to have a lot of these underlings and a lot of these middlemen and a lot of these fake little bosses that's going to try to come against you, but just stand your ground. You ain't even got to touch nobody. All you got to do is just open up your mouth, because you'll quickly see that hate, that jealousy, that envy, that seed that was soiled and bad taste and bad motive and bad intent, it already is there, right? So it's just looking for a reason to unleash and let out on you. So all you got to do is just ask a question. That's all I did. And I saw the demon jump right out the man. It's this dude, he just keep looking, just keep staring. And I just explain to people, when you looking or you staring at another man, you got to make your intent or your motive be known. Because at some point, if it's a real man, he going to address you. He want to know why you looking. I don't care about it, you being your eyes. You looking at me. This is my person. This is my being. You feel me? And I'm going to protect it, because when somebody's staring and when they thinking these things, they're trying to put these weapons against you. Even somebody wishing or desiring, even if they never speak it with their mouth verbally, just them thinking it or feeling it is creating something and putting something out in the world, and has a ripple effect, and you'll feel that negative energy. So even if it never touches you, it's going to become close enough to enter your vicinity where your energy is going to pick up on it. And then that's what happens, bro. I'm looking at a dude, you purposely trying to stall. You work, right? Like, ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. But you work for somebody else, bro. And you're not doing, you know what I'm saying, a job of true importance. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say the job, because it's not like that, but it's just the person, the posture of the person. They're not doing anything with the platform or with the position that God has given them in order to be a better person, in order to make the world a better place. So that's why before I say this job isn't important, because it's not about what you do, it's why you do it and how you do it. You know what I'm saying? So you're supposed to be on your job, doing your thing, and you paying attention to me, bro. You in my neighborhood. This is where I live. You know what I'm saying? You come here for work. I actually live here. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm doing my thing, which I've been doing my thing, walking and exercising, cleaning up the community, just making sure these kids are being guided in a positive way, making sure that the neighborhood is protected, that these single moms are able to be safe and raise their kids and not have to worry about no perpetrators, no criminals, no, nothing like that, man. I really come out here and haunt the night. All these things that people are afraid of, I come get rid of them. When you sleep and when you comfortable in your bed, I'm out here fighting demons for real and making sure that when you wake up, it's peace outside. When you wake up, your kid can get on the bus and ain't nobody waiting. When people are dropping off your mail and your packages, they're still there, because they know and understand that if you do something outside of the order, it's going to be a consequence. So whether you get it from me or from the universe or from God or from nature or the cosmic and karmic laws, you're going to receive the energy that you put out. So now it's a lot of people that have been hating you and stewing in it and just speaking it, and they don't even realize that they growing your legend. Because that's why the underling's so mad, because they looking at it like, man, like, why you scared of this dude like this? That's what they thinking. Why you afraid of this dude? Like, why don't you just do what you talking about? Why don't you just, and they tell them, nah, man, we can't. And they don't understand, bro. Like, why they just can't come and carry out their plan to bring you hurt, harm, destruction, danger, all these things. But it don't work like that, because they know that God is on your side. Whether they see it or not, whether they realize it or not, they know that God is on your side, because they're watching everything that you go through. They're watching the people who's tried to oppose you before, and they're watching you crush competition. They're watching you go through trial after trial, test after test. They're watching you go through tribulation, all these things, all these revelations, and you're coming out better on the other end. That's terrifying for people to watch you have a seizure in front of everybody, and then you get yourself up and you drive, and then you come back home and you healthy and you bigger than ever. Or you go home and you the most, you know what I'm saying, celebrity person and where you come from. So people are seeing that you bring hope, you bring future, you bring a tomorrow, you bring positivity, you bring light, you bring love. So they're going to continue to hate you. But that secondhand hate could be harmful if you react to it, if you instigate it, if you go looking for it, if you go out your way, you know what I'm saying? And you make a situation, you make something out of nothing. If you assume, if you jump out the window, if you jump off the porch, if you don't put forth effort to think and really use your spirit of discernment to realize, like, hey, this is a time to go. Hey, this is not a time to go. This is a time to say something. This is not a time to say something. If you just on one speed all the time and you at this point in your life to where you feel untouchable, to where you feel can't nothing happen to you and you wish it would and all this stuff, then that's what's going to continue to happen. But that's not what happened to the chosen people. See, we continue to walk into our best days and the best version of ourselves, and people see the light, so they just hate that the light has chosen you. They hate that God has chosen you. They hate that God has favored you. So that's what they hate. They hate the calling that's on your life. They hate the blessing that's on your life. They don't really hate you, because if it was happening to them, you feel me, that they would feel a lot different about God. They would feel a lot different about life. They would feel a lot different about the future or their gifts or about love, about any of these things if they happen to be in the position that you're in. But this thing that you're doing, this position that you're at, you were chosen, but at the same time you chose God too. You chose him back, but then you put in the work. So it's like you wasn't just chosen and then you just sat there and you was waiting to be pampered and waiting for things to be handed to you. You know what I'm saying? No, bro, you got up and you met destiny more than halfway. You met your goals and your dreams and your desires and all these things more than halfway, and you jumped out the boat and ran to Christ. You jumped, you know what I'm saying, from your sins, and you ran to God. You moved from this state of being fear and panic and having anxiety to allowing the Holy Spirit to come in and clean you out and give you a renewed spirit. So now you anticipate now. So it's a totally different thing. So it's going to be a lot of people that hate. And when you see them start teaming up and they got to send this one, they got to send that one, man, understand that you are way more powerful than you think. You are way more intimidating than you think. You are way more ready for this life than you think. You are way more him or her than you think. So, you know, the energy ain't gonna lie. So people may not be able to verbalize their fear or articulate that you're a threat or you're a problem to them. But the way they react to you and then the way they send other people to you, you feel me, that show who you are. But you just keep praying, bro. And the fact that you're doing all this by yourself with no real weapon, with no entourage, with no crew, it's just you and God, bro, and your faith and your belief. Man, just wait till you get back with your tribe. Just wait till you get back with your squad and with your family. If they just scared of you and it's just you, just wait till you get the whole team in. So continue to ignore, continue to stand your ground, continue to be protective of all that you are and all that God has given you to govern. Continue to be protective over your family, your life, your wife, your kids, your loved ones, your friends, your dreams, your purpose, your passion, because the enemy doesn't stop, and he knows that he receives consequences every time it comes after you, but it wants you so bad that it's willing to risk everything in order to stop you, because the calling that God has on your life, the message that God has bestowed inside of you, once it gets out and gets released to the masses, it's over. It's going to be a lot of people that's going to believe, wake up, come back to the light, come back to the Lord, come back to the kingdom, and that's what the enemy don't want. So he's trying to use everything in his power, and you know the enemy's scared of you. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how you know you're dealing with a bunch of cowards, because they're not able to face you. So you got to realize that it's power in your stillness and your quietness and your calmness. It's power and gold in silence. You don't always have to react and respond to everything. You don't always have to go back at everything, man. Just sit there. Don't go looking for nothing. If it come looking for you, bro, if they start it, make sure you finish it. But other than that, man, you just look back and you just observe these clowns and you see the rewards of the wickedness, bro. But this secondhand hate could be harmful, but not to you, bro, because we 100% led and fed by God, and we in a position to where nothing of this is going to touch us. It may fall, you feel me, at your side, and 10,000 about your right hand, but it's not going to come near you. I promise you. I promise you, bro. So just stay clear of all the foolishness. Stay clear of all these people that don't mean you no good, and just trust yourself and trust your gut, and your heart will never lie to you, man. I promise you, when you got the right heart and when you with God, bro, it'll never lie to you. But till next time. Stay safe. Slim.